Hi guys. Seems that I have not done a favorites video in a really long time. I think the last one I did was March and April. So I haven't really been buying things is the deal. So these things are going to be things that I kind of already own or people or things, just things I'm using. So let me get my list, which I should have had open, but I just put a bunch of things on top of it because I'm great at making YouTube videos. Oh, it is too, my thumb. All right. So we'll start off with my favorite person lately, which is my pharmacist. I'm not sure if you know, but there's like a ADHD meds shortage in the world, and it's hit the UK pretty hard. But my pharmacist has been putting my meds aside for me roughly around the time that he knows I'm going to be reordering it. Um, Prescriptions aren't automatically refilled over here, kind of none of them. Even for kind of diabetes, you still have to go back in and order the meds. This is a bit tricky if you know anything about ADHD to remember to order your meds, but I have like alarms and things like that. But he has been making sure that he sets some aside for me for like 3 or 4 months, which is absolutely amazing. And I think he's a bee's knees for this. And then my eye surgeon. So let me get my basket. Here's my basket. My basket of stuff. So I had cataract surgery, and my eye surgeon is very funny. And he's very honest with me. Like, when I got the retinal detachment surgeries, they wouldn't say kind of anything about prognosis, because they kind of didn't know, and I get that. But this guy's just funny. Like, he was funny through the whole surgery, so, I was very calm. And, he's offered to do astigmatism lens on the right eye, which, I usually would not be able to get without going private. So that's on the NHS, and I don't have to wear this anymore. Hooray. So let's see. Don't go blank. The next one is Baran. He's been making pinrolls. He said he was going to make pinrolls at the pin show back in March, and the dude's doing it. Not only is he doing it, but he's going to have a table at the London Pen Show with them, and I'm so happy for him and proud of him, and I love my pinroll, and Baron's just awesome. So that, and then next is Cyan. Cyan put me up in her house when I went to go to the Dutch Pen Show. Fed me, carted me, picked me up at the airport, showed me around, made sure I got to the pen show, and then took me back to the airport. She just went above and beyond. She is one of my greatest friends now. I think she's amazing. So, yeah, Cyan and the Dutch Pen Show, which was really good. And I'm kind of wondering why London Pen Show doesn't do a lot of things that they do at the Dutch Pen Show and other pen shows. Like, there are no workshops. Things like that. And I might try and find out who is in charge and see if I could do something. This is driving me crazy. I spilled ink and there was a scratch on this and it got under and I can't get it off and I don't know what to do because this is my background, guys. Since I started, this is my background. What am I going to do? I'm trying to find it and I can't find this pattern anywhere. Anyways, okay, so next we have my new pens. So we've got my, let's see. So my Bone Crusher, Velma, with the Quartz Strata. I still love this. It is inked up right now. I'm not sure that the ink that's in it is working out, but I love the pen. And this one, oh gosh, I'm going to write the name of the pen name. I know the blank's name, metallurgy, but I cannot. Pharos, Pharos. I think that's it. If it's not it, I'll put it on the screen, but I'm pretty sure that's it. This is my matte pen by Wet and Wise. I love this thing. And then next we've got, and that's probably my last pen for a very long time, unless, I magically win the lottery. Happy Mail. I've been getting Happy Mail from so many of my friends, and it is amazing because right now I can't, afford to buy stickers. I'm not having any hauls of stickers or anything like that other than all this Happy Mail. It's like everybody in this community just stepped up and sent stuff, and I'm not feeling a need. Like, I'm not feeling tempted to go buy things online and things like that because I'm being kept, not alive, but stationary alive with help from my friends in this community. It's so amazing. So Happy Mail, yes. And I'm actually been kind of bad about Happy Mail, but I have my surgery this Thursday, and after that, I should be able to just, do things. I have tried Zentangles. Let's see. I'm finding on this paper that I can only really do them, they're somewhere in here, with kind of fine nibs and extra fine nibs. Like medium is a little bit too much. Nope, I screwed up there. Yeah, I like this pattern. I'd like to learn some more patterns. But I did buy one of the two things I've bought in the past, I don't know how long, a notebook with bigger grid to do it in so I could do mediums. But yeah, trying Zentangles, it's really actually quite soothing. Like, I was having a bout of insomnia and my pills weren't touching it. And so I just went downstairs and did some Zentangles and it made me sleepy. So that's awesome. Pen backs. So I've been using, because I'm falling apart and I'm old, my shoulder's messed up and I can't wear my backpack right now. So I've been using my Delphonics as a purse. And I almost lost my beloved Predator pin. But then I remembered I had these pin backs. So they're like metal. And when they're open like this, it'll come off. Can you see? But when you stick it on the back, it's tight. And you cannot, pull this pin off with this on unless you pull on that and release it. So it's keeping all the pins on. I don't have to worry about losing them. These are great. Okay. Holtz Scissors. So for any of you that have problems with your hands, these ones, no, I don't like this size. They don't do anything for me. I feel like they're out of control. They're just too big. These two sizes are perfect. These are, I think, the 5-inch, and these are the 7. They have a serrated edge, and that's the edge that goes on the bottom. But look, it doesn't hurt your hands to just cut and cut and cut and cut like it does with regular scissors. And this serrated edge kind of self-sharpens. When adhesive gets on it, you can clean it off with rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. But yeah, as you can tell, I have one in every room, one at work, one in my purse. This isn't even all I have. I think I've got 2 more. I just can't be kind of without them in case I randomly need to cut things. And I bring, right now I'm doing meatball washi tape still. I'm cutting my meatball washi tape when I get stuck having to wait somewhere. So I have a set in my purse and some meatball washi tape. So that's Holtz Scissors. Fantastic for fussy cutting. Then we've got, so I've been kind of organizing my room, and so I could get in the shed now. The tree's off the shed. So my husband and the neighbor for getting the tree off the shed. They're awesome. Maybe I'll put a clip in here of the tree being, my husband came up with this idea to because one of the trees was crossing the other on top of the shed. And so they kind of just kept chopping this top, like one of them or something. And then when they got to a certain point, they decided to roll it down the other one. I'll put a video up because I cannot believe it worked. This is a Magic Palette color matching guide. And I just, now that I'm organizing my room and all the things in the shed because I can access them again, I am possibly going to use this when I'm swatching inks to give a reference to what pigment color something looks like. So I'll do an example. All right, so let's do this one. So this is phthalo turquoise, and I would say that that's falling in the phthalo turquoise range. And then this is probably a little bit more orange than Indian yellow. I'm thinking more towards cadmium orange. So for people who speak in watercolor pigments or paint pigments like I seem to, that could be useful in my videos. Let me know if you think that would be useful information. I'm just gonna keep it for myself if nobody's interested. All right, let me stick this back up here. So I moved my sticker release books out of, so my capsule journaling thing out of my traveler's notebook cover, because people, like I said, have been sending me so much stuff that I needed to add another sticker release book. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sticker release books going in here. And that just has, and I'm fussy cutting like crazy, which is great. I love to cut. It's like my happy place. It calms me down. Yeah, so I've got all those things. I've got washi tapes. This is great. I'm using so much stuff. And my sister, which I showed you in my San Diego one, got me a monster at the end of this book, pair of socks. I can't use them yet. I just have to like look at them all the time. So I love them. I love Grover so much, but I just haven't been able to use them yet. I don't want to ruin them. Grover's the best. All right. And, oh, unfave. I have an unfave this month. Where is the actual package? Okay. So I've been buying and recommending the J8567 A4 clear parcel labels, one label per sheet. So it's like the whole page. It's basically sticker paper. These used to be this glorious matte texture. You could color with pencils on it. So I don't know whether you can see. You could color with pencils on it. You could actually color on it with your fountain pen inks. So what they go into, same number, same inkjet. They made it glossy. What the heck? I messaged them and they think it's a good thing they did this. It's not. It's bad. Now I have to look for more matte label paper in the UK. I'm mad. And let's see. So that was unfave. And so music. When I was staying with Cyan, she was playing Still Woozy. Freaking love it. Listening to it constantly. Fabulous to blast in the car. So now that I'm driving again, I'm blasting my music in the car and really, really, really enjoying Still Woozy. If anybody has any recommendations like similar-ish to that, I'm all ears. My son and I have been watching Josh Johnson, who's a comedian, on YouTube, and he seems to be the only way I'm able to digest politics and the Drake versus Kendrick Lamar feud. Or yeah, he's so funny. So it is all just stand up. He's really, really funny. So I'll put that in the comments if you're interested in the Drake versus Kendrick Lamar feud or politics or just everything that kind of goes on in the world. He just picks bits of news and kind of discusses them in a really funny way. It's the only way I could do the news now. The 2 books I want to recommend are What Feasts at Night, which is the sequel to What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher, and I'll pop up an image of the cover. I just love T. Kingfisher. Like, they don't make their people their characters do stupid things. These books are so short. They're quite quick. Like, I burned through the first one and the second one in like one day, in just a few hours, because they're really good and you just don't want to stop. Like, I just told everybody, leave me alone. I'm listening to my audiobook and cutting out stickers. And then Simone had recommended Listen for the Lie, which, because it has podcast bits in it, a podcast is part of the story. It's a really good book to listen to on audiobook. I tend to be an audiobook person mostly because I can do other things at the same time. I have the attention span of a gnat for the past couple years. So, yeah, audiobooks. And I think, everybody, that is it. That's my faves for May and June. Oh, that's just 2 months. Or was it April, May, and June? I think it might be April, May, and June. Anyways, past couple months. Those are the faves. All right, bye.